breakfast news this morning. Bringing your breakfast news to you is Makonjola Oluwatosin. Here are the major headlines. On our local news this morning, witnesses highlight 600,000 materials in Nigerian tongues to celebrate Language Day. Regarding the Ocean 2022 APC US chapter rallies support for Oyetola. On our political news this morning, APC Nasarawa youth endorsed Al Makura for national chairmanship. Nigeria lost 2,038 lives to air crashes in 53 years, says AIB. On our business news this morning. On our sport news this morning regarding the English Premier League, is their best player, Alan Shearer, is Super Eagles star Lukman. On our health news this morning, how I was misdiagnosed with diabetes, Lagos Deputy Governor. On our foreign news this morning, F-5 fighter plane crash kills 3 in Iran's northwest. On entertainment news this morning, actress Rosie Moria reacts to criticism of post on Toto Dike's son. So full details coming up next. Witnesses highlight 600,000 materials in Nigeria's tongues to celebrate Language Day. As part of the global celebration of International Mother's Day Language Day, Jehovah's Witnesses in Nigeria have highlighted their contribution to the growth of Nigerian languages. The International Mother Language Day was first announced by UNESCO on 17 November 1999, but was formally recognized by the United Nations General Assembly in 2002 with February 21 set as the day to commemorate languages across the world. According to a statement by the group's spokesperson in Nigeria, Olusegun Eroyomi, Jehovah's Witnesses noted that there are over 600,000 video and audio materials that are provided in a variety of languages on subjects like how to break free from drug addiction, maintaining commitment in your marriage, am I ready to date, is this person right for me, the best help for those who grieve, is life worth living when disaster strikes, coping with pandemic anxiety, and many more. The group stated that it had translated a number of its publications into 31 Nigerian languages, while its official website, www.jw.org, translated into 22 Nigerian languages without excluding the Nigerian Sign Language. Apart from the commonly spoken languages, the group added that its publications are available for download for free in other Nigerian languages such as Berom, Komu Karim, Ebira, Ejagam, Fulfulde, Nigerian Igala, Kwame, Tarok, and Yala. The statement also noted that Jehovah's Witnesses appreciate the need to reach people's hearts using their mother tongue, especially regarding the message of hope for the future. The group added that its website is the most translated website in the world, with resources available in about 1,052 languages. Regarding the Ocean 2022 election, APC US chapters rallies support for Oyetola. The United States chapter of the All Progressive Congress has appealed to all aggrieved aspirants in the just concluded governorship primary of the party in Osun State to sheathe their swords and support the APC flag bearer in the state for the July 16, 2022 governorship election. In a statement signed by its leader, Adesegun Labinjo, the US APC chapter congratulated Governor Gboyega Oyetola, who over the weekend clinched the ticket of the ruling APC for the governorship in the state. Announcing the results very early on Sunday, the chairman of the governorship primary committee in Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman Abdurrazak said Oyetola won the election, having garnered 222,169 votes against 12,921 votes that his closest challenger, Moshood Adeoti, got. He also said another of Oyetola's challenger, Lassun Yusuf, got 460 votes and placed third. He said a total of 408,697 voters registered in the primary election of the party, while 247,207 voters were accredited to vote. The total votes cast and valid votes were 235,550. Abdurrazak said Oyetola won in all the 30 local government areas in the state. In the statement, the US APC chapter called on Oyetola challengers Adeoti and Lassun to immediately join forces with the governor for a resounding victory in the upcoming governorship election. The statement partly read, APC USA applauds the peaceful conduct of the primary election and commends the party for allowing the aspirants to test their popularity amongst the party. members in a free and fair election. The chapter said that since the winner has now emerged from the primaries, it is now time for unity in the party of the Osun State that the APC can face the PDP with a united force. APC USA commends Governor Oyetola for his humility and strong leadership in Osun and urged him to continue to reach out to the aggrieved members and secure the support for the party. APC USA also commends the leadership of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Chief BC Akande, Otumba Jumoke, Ogunkeyede, and other APC leaders in Osun and thanked them for their support for Governor Oyetola. On our political news this morning regarding the ABC governorship election, Nasarawa youths endorsed Al Makura for national chairmanship. A coalition of youth groups in Nasarawa State under the aegis of the National Youth Council of Nigeria have endorsed former governor and senator representing Nasarawa South Senatorial District at the National Assembly, Umaru Al Makura, for the position of the national chairman of the All Progressive Congress. Speaking at a press briefing on Monday in Lafayette State, Chairman of NYCN, Jafar Loko, explained that they were endorsing Al Makura because of the giant strides he recorded as governor of the state from 2011 to 2019. While stating that the youth groups were not affiliated with any political party, Local Further stated that youth across the 31 local government areas of the state decided to endorse Al Makura for the APC chairmanship position because of his youth empowerment initiatives over the years. He said, "We have decided to take this position because of Al Makura's political accomplishments while serving as a youth leader of the National Party of Nigeria and as governor of Nasarawa State between 2011 and 2019. When he was governor, youth took center stage in the scheme of affairs in the state and was able to establish the Nasarawa State South Empowerment Scheme, which made many of our youths gainfully employed. Among other laudable initiatives, we have no doubt the Senator Al Makura possesses the right character and qualification to lead the governing All Progressive Congress at the national level. We are appealing to the all APC members and leaders across the country to support his aspirations so that he can emerge as National Party Chairman of the party." On our business news this morning, Nigeria lost 2,038 lives to air crashes in 53 years, says AIB. The Accident Investigation Bureau on Sunday said a total of 2,038 lives were lost to air crashes in Nigeria in the past 53 years. It therefore tasked the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority to mandate airlines to develop assistance plans for the families of air crash victims in Nigeria. AIB's Chief Executive Officer Akin Olateru disclosed this in Abuja at the 2022 International Day for the commemoration of air crash victims and their families. He said in Nigeria from the year 1969 to 2022, a total of 2,083, 1996 on board passengers and 42 on ground, lives have been lost to air crashes when an aircraft accident or serious incident occurs. It is always an unexpected and mostly fatal event that causes great disasters, distress, and loss to the families and victims of the families. Olateru noted that to support families of victims of air crashes, the International Civil Aviation Organization came up with policies to champion this. He explained that family assistance entailed the provision of services and information that would address the concerns and needs of the aircraft accident victims and their families. The ICAO policies and guidelines ensure that the needs of the victims and their families are addressed in a timely manner, he stated. The AIB boss added, "I therefore would like to use this opportunity to recommend that the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority put in place effective policies and regulations that will mandate airline operators in the country to have family assistance plan as part of their emergency plan or procedure. The NCAA should also ensure that assistance programs are supervised, exercised, and authorized appropriately." Alateru, however, noted that a significant decrease in accident rates had been recorded through several activities, including investigations and their safety recommendations, voluntary safety reporting, safety cultures, and safety management systems. He also stated that poor safety management in aviation would not only damage the aircraft involved, but could also avoid the unavoidable loss of human lives on board that unfortunate aircraft and sometimes on ground. Reacting to the recommendation of the AIB on Family Assistance Plan for families of air crash victims, the Director General, NCAA, Musa Nuhu, said the authority will look at the request and take the necessary action about it. On our sport news this morning regarding the ongoing English Premier League, is their best player Alan Shearer hails Super Eagles star Lookman. Premier League legend Alan Shearer has identified Super Eagles winner Ademola Lookman as Leicester City's best player in the 2-1 loss to Wolves on Sunday evening. Lookman equalized for Leicester City in the 40th minute when he tapped home from close range after he was found by Albrechtsen. But before finally finding back of the net, Lookman was a nightmare to the Wolves defense throughout the encounter. Things that Leicester have done well come from him, Lookman. He has been involved in all of them, Shearer said on Premier League productions. He's been a threat from in behind. He's really caused them, that back three or back five, some problems. To go short and then go long with the conditions that obviously are very difficult, he has made the most of that. He has been a real plus point. Talking about Leicester goal, he added, "You are looking to open them with a quality pass and to get only one, but two. And Lookman, who I feel was their best player on the day, is in the air to finish it off." On our health news this morning, how I was misdiagnosed with diabetes, Lagos Deputy Governor. Lagos Deputy Governor Dr. Obafemi Hamzat has disclosed that he was once a victim of a wrong misdiagnosis medically. Misdiagnosis is a situation whereby a doctor wrongly diagnosed a patient that has one health challenge with another condition that they don't have. Hamzat, who was the special guest of honor at the unveiling of the Duchess Royal Medical Checkup in collaboration with Lagos Marriott Hotel Ikeja, spoke extensively on medical tourism and early detection of diseases through regular checkups. The deputy governor told the audience that a foreign doctor had once misdiagnosed him with diabetes after he went to him with a complaint of strange rashes on his body. Diabetes is a chronic disease that occurs either when the pancreas does not produce enough insulin or when the body cannot effectively use the insulin it produces. Actually, I had no reason to doubt him because my family has a history of diabetes. My father was also diabetic, he said. Continuing, Hamzat said that he was struggling. Another doctor at Reddington Hospital ran another test on him and gave him a clean bill of health. The physician who read the situation well told him that his rashes had no link at all to diabetes. I won't blame the first doctor. He wasn't actually wrong with his medical observation. He just didn't know the sub-Saharan African environment well enough to understand my ailment, he said. Hamzat, an engineer by profession, also announced that the state government plans to develop a medical park to make the state a medical tourism hub and attract tourists from Togo, Ghana, Benin, and other neighboring African countries. He expressed concerns that Nigerians are spending an enormous amount on medical tourism, which may ultimately affect the country's gross domestic product if not checked. According to him, about $1.2 billion, approximately 576 billion naira, is lost to medical tourism in Nigeria annually. The health sector in our country has over the years struggled to ensure quality in the delivery of healthcare services and led to mistrust on the part of the population. The mistrust opened a whole new market for medical tourism, which is also called health tourism and basically refers to international travel for the purpose of receiving medical care, he said. In his presentation, a notable interventional cardiologist and chairman, Duchess Cardiac Center, Professor Kamar Adeleke, also expressed worry that Nigerians' lifestyle is beginning to mirror what people see abroad. He observed that a considerable number of Nigerians are shying away from exercise and regular medical checkups. Now, sadly, we now have people who will rather drive from the bedroom to the bedroom. We said, Adeleke emphasized that it is not out of place for people to routinely ask the doctor what the numbers are whenever they turn up for tests like blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol levels. On our foreign news this morning, F-5 fighter plane crash kills 3 in Iran's northwest. Iran's state-run news agency reported that a fighter jet has crashed onto a soccer pitch in a city in northwest Iran. In Tehran, Iran, a fighter jet crashed onto a soccer pitch in the southwest and northwest Iran, the country's state-run news agency reported. The crash killed 2 pilots and a civilian. Iran said the F-5 fighter crashed onto the field in a residential area of Tabriz, a city of 1.6 million residents. Authorities are investigating the incident, the report said. General Reza Yousefi, commander of the air base in Tabriz, said the crash jet had been used for training and suffered a technical problem in its final flight. Pilots could not reach the runway, he said, according to the report. In an effort to avoid crashing into the residential area, the pilots guided the jet to the soccer pitch, he said. The report quoted Yousefi as saying the pilots sacrificed themselves. They could have used the ejection system, but they refused to do it. The pilots headed for the pitch to keep people safe, Yousefi said in the report. General Reza Yousefi, commander of the air base in Tabriz, said the crash jet had been used for training and suffered a technical problem on its final flight. Pilots could not reach the runway. The pilots headed for the pitch. A state TV reporter the crash scene said that because the pitch was not long enough, the plane left the field and hit a school wall. No one was inside. Schools were closed amid Iran's 6th wave of the coronavirus pandemic. Iran's Air Force has an assortment of U.S.-made military aircraft purchased before the 1979 Islamic Revolution. It also has Russian-made MRAG and Sukhoi planes. Decades of Western sanctions have been made it hard to maintain the aging fleet. On entertainment news this morning, actress Rosie Moria reacts to criticism of post on Toto Dike's son. Rosie Moria, Nollywood actress and wife to actress Toto Dike's ex-husband Olakunle Churchill, has reacted to criticisms following her Instagram birthday post for her stepson. On Thursday, the Gambian-born actress drew the attention of critics who slammed her for wishing her husband's son, Andre, a happy birthday, even while she had no good rapport with his mother, Dike. Rosie took to her Instagram page on Sunday and defended herself, stating that her intentions were pure. At the end of the day, I know that I am a good person, she wrote in the caption. I am far from perfect, but my intentions are good, my heart is pure, and I love everything I have. Because of these things, I am what it always have been, always will be. While Dike herself had made no comment on the post, her ex-husband came to Rosie's defense on Friday, saying she only made a goodwill post, adding that critics should let her breathe. Tonto and Churchill parted ways in 2017 after 2 years of marriage and a son together. During the divorce process, Tonto had accused Rosie Moria of having an affair with her ex-husband, an allegation which Rosie Moria, denied at the time. To the shock of many, Churchill and Moria tied the knot in 2021 and welcomed a son later in the year. And that'll be that in our breakfast news. To stay with us, we'll be right back shortly. Welcome back. Highlights of the major headlines. On our Looking News this morning, witnesses highlight 600,000 materials in line to break Language Day. Regarding the Osun 2022 primary. On our political news this morning, All Progressive Congress, Nasarawa Youth endorsed Al Makura for national chairmanship. On our business news this morning, Nigeria lost 2,038 lives to air crashes in 53 years, says AIB. Regarding the ongoing English Premier League, is their best player Alan Shearer hails Super Eagles star Lukman. On our out news this morning, I was misdiagnosed with diabetes, Lagos Deputy Governor. On our foreign news this morning, F-5 fighter plane crash kills 3 in Iran's northwest. On our entertainment news this morning, actress Rosie Moria reacts to criticism of post on Tonto Dike's son. And that'll be that on our breakfast news. To thank you for watching. I want you to continue to subscribe on our YouTube channel, on AYOGEN online television, and follow and like our page respectively on Facebook and Instagram. I remain your host, Makanjola Oluwatusin. Do have a very wonderful day.